Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping into some really intense material today. Some excerpts you sent over from Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League, episode 7.
That's right. Shadows of the Red Sun. It's about, what, 15 minutes of action?
Yeah, pure adrenaline. Our
Yeah.
goal here is to kind of sift through it, figure out the key moments, what's really driving this whole conflict.
And it's definitely a conflict. I mean, right off the bat, you've got Batman, Diana, and Robin squaring off against the Yakuza League in Hinamoto. Big stakes.
Huge stakes. This Quake engine thing sounds terrifying, threatening to just level the city.
Right. And then you throw in Robin being captured and this new wrinkle, the red sun emitter. It's a pressure cooker.
Okay, let's start where the excerpt does. That rooftop scene, Batman, Diana, Yakuza Tower looming, the Quake engine pulsing, you really get that sense of dread.
You do. And what's fascinating is Diana's immediate warning, about the fault line, the citywide danger.
And Batman's instant reaction is just, where's Robin?
Exactly. It's such a character moment, right? Shows you where his head's at, even when the world's ending. What do you think of that?
I think it perfectly balances the scale. You've got this massive threat, but it's grounded in this really personal worry. It's not abstract. It's about saving one of their own.
Well put. And then, boom, Jason's voice cuts in.
Yeah, over the comms. And it's not good news. Robin's trapped with Karaku.
See, Karaku's got friends. It just piles on, doesn't it?
It really does, just twist after twist. So you've got the big fight coming, and you've got this side mission, basically, to save Robin.
His smart writing keeps the tension high on, multiple levels.
So let's pivot to Robin. Sub-basement, this sounds bad, battered, chained up.
Yeah, facing Karaku, he's definitely in a tough spot. You feel that vulnerability.
And Karaku's going on about, what was it, Haganakubi's eternal reign?
Yeah, eternal reign. Sounds pretty intense, doesn't it? Beyond just wanting power, more fanatical.
Definitely has that vibe. Almost like a cult leader, Hagen.
Could be.
You know.
And then Karaku does this thing, flips a switch.
And the red sun emitter comes on, whole room bathed in red light. Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh is right. It's clearly not just mood lighting. This is a weapon of some kind.
Right. So immediately you're thinking, how does this affect them? Especially Batman. Maybe Diana?
Good question.
Yeah.
It introduces this, this unknown variable. What's it do? Kryptonian weakness, maybe. Or something else.
We'll see. So Batman and Diana, they need to get inside, obviously. Ventilation shaft time.
Classic move.
Yeah.
Dodging laser grids. Nice little reminder of their skills, even amidst all the chaos.
Right. It's not all just punching, stealth, agility. It's still core Batman, core Diana.
And it builds that anticipation.
Yeah.
Sneaking in while the villain's probably monologuing downstairs.
Which naturally he is. We cut to the atrium. Hagen Akubi's holding court.
Oh, yeah. Big speech. Followers cheering. All about how the Quake engine will make Hinamoto kneel. Total megalomaniac.
You can almost taste the irony knowing Batman and Diana are right above him in the vents.
He's so confident, so theatrical. Makes you just wait for them to crash the party.
And crash it they do. Through the window, smoke bombs.
Yep.
It's a proper superhero entrance.
Love it. And Diana, she immediately spots the Quake engine, right?
Yeah.
Goes straight for the objective.
Yeah, she's all business.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, Batman confronts Hagen directly.
Perfect tag team. Diana handles the tech, Batman handles the big bad, shows how well they work together, different approaches, same goal.
The fight kicks off. Hagen's yelling, I am eternal. He sounds completely convinced.
And he's got that nasty-looking jagged katana.
Yeah.
Looks like it means business.
But here's where the red sun thing comes back in, right? Batman's tech starts glitching.
Yeah, immediately. Sparks flying, systems failing. That is not good for Batman. He relies so much on his gadgets.
Huge disadvantage. Suddenly he's stripped back, more reliant on just skill and, grit.
Raises the stakes massively. How does he fight this guy and worry about Robin and deal with malfunctioning gear?
Okay, back to Robin then. Down in the sub-basement, that red light is getting more intense.
And Karaku's really laying it on thick, isn't he? Taunting him.
Shows him the hologram Batman struggling, tech failing. Says he's just flesh now. Brutal.
Classic villain psychology. Trying to break Robin's spirit by showing him his hero is, fallible. Undermining that hope.
But Robin's not having it, that line. You don't know him. He doesn't need powers.
Chills, right. Such defiance. Such absolute faith in Batman.
It really anchors Robin's character. Even beaten up, chained. That belief is unshaken. It says a lot about their bond.
It really does. It's not about the suit or the tech.
Yeah.
It's about the person, the symbol.
Meanwhile, upstairs, that faith is being tested. Batman's getting slashed by Hagen's katana. He's hurt.
And Diana's in trouble too. Pinned down, overwhelmed. It looks bad.
Yeah.
Like genuinely bad for them.
Yeah, this feels like that moment in the story where things look hopeless, the low point.
Definitely. The stretch thin, facing multiple crises, tech failing. How do they possibly turn this around?
And then Batman on the comms, just 2 words. Jason, now.
Ooh, okay. Short, urgent. You know something is about to happen. Who's Jason? What's the plan?
We don't know yet, but the effect is instant, distant boom.
And the red sun emitter flickers. Whatever Jason did, it's interfering.
Then Jason's voice comes back, spectral conversion active, and then eat sunlight, creep.
Eat sunlight. Okay, that's unexpected. What does spectral conversion mean? Turning the red sun into regular sunlight. Or something else.
Whatever it is, it works. The red light vanishes, replaced by blinding white light.
And Hagen screams. His cybernetics are overloading, sparking, frying.
Whoa! So Jason weaponized the light somehow, turned Hagen's own tech against him.
Looks like it. Brilliant countermove, exploiting the very thing that gave him an edge. That visual shift from red to white must be stunning.
And Batman, ever the opportunist, sees his chance. Hagen's reeling.
Disarms him. Quick thinking. Never misses an opening. Classic Batman.
Right. But wait, Diana. She's free now. Where does she go?
Straight for the Quake Engine core. And who's waiting for her?
A Karaku. Round 2. Looks like he recovered faster than Hagen.
Yeah, he gets the drop on her, blade to her throat. You lose, he says. Very confident.
But Diana's got a surprise. Pulls out some kind of device. Redirects the emitter again.
Apparently. And her line, "Science ninja technique. Thanks for the upgrade." Cheeky.
Where does she get that? Did she build it? Adapt something?
Suggests she's learned something, maybe incorporated tech from this very encounter. Super resourceful.
And the effect. Karaku just collapses, and he's human again. The red sun energy was keeping him transformed.
It seems like it. Turning the emitter on him reversed whatever process Hagen used. Wild.
Okay, Karaku's down. Diana doesn't waste a second. Smashes the Quake engine core.
And the whole tower starts shaking violently. She stopped the engine, but now the building's coming down.
Talk about out of the frying pan. So, Batman reaches Robin just in time, cuts the chains.
Cutting it incredibly close. The timing is nail-biting.
Then Jason's back on comms, elevator's out, gotta take the stairs.
How many flights?
20. Just to add insult to injury while the place collapses around them.
You gotta love it. Just when you think they're clear.
Nope.
More running.
But wait, it's not over yet. Hagen, he's back.
No way. Clinging to a beam after having his cybernetics fried.
Yep. Yelling, I never die. This guy just won't quit. Seriously persistent.
Okay, his dedication is almost admirable, in a terrifying villain sort of way.
Batman's had enough, though. Pulls out a special batarang. Kryptonite resin-laced.
Whoa, kryptonite. Where'd that come from? He says, a gift from a friend.
Superman, obviously, right? Has to be. Interesting they'd bring that element in here.
It is. Shows the wider connections. Anyway, he throws it.
And Hagen just disintegrates. Poof. Gone. That seems pretty final.
Yeah, kryptonite resin will probably do that. A definitive end to Hagen Akubi.
So finally, they make it to the roof. Tower implodes behind them. Dawn's breaking.
Ah, the classic hero shot.
Yeah.
Sunrise, survival, very symbolic.
And Diana hands Batman a data drive. Files on the Yakuza League's global network.
So Hagen might be gone, but the organization lives on.
And Batman's response, "We'll burn them all!" Grim. Determined this fight isn't over.
Not by a long shot. Stopping Hagen and the Quake Engine was just like one battle in a larger war.
But the excerpt throws in one last little twist, doesn't it? Down in the rubble.
Yeah, a shadow stirring, a gloved hand twitching. So he survived. Or something else.
Creepy. Leaves you wondering, is it Hagen somehow? Karaku? Someone new?
Classic cliffhanger technique. Keeps that thread of unease dangling.
And then the post-credits scene, basically.
Yeah.
A monitor somewhere. Hidden lair.
Flickers on, text appears. Project Lazarus. Initiated.
Okay, Lazarus, that's loaded. Resurrection. Something else coming back from the dead.
Could be literal, could be metaphorical. Could be bringing back old tech, old enemies, or creating something new and dangerous based on Hagen's work.
Yeah.
Lots of possibilities there. Big hook for whatever comes next.
Definitely. So looking back at this whole chunk, the pacing is just insane, nonstop.
Relentless is the word. Action, tech, martial arts, high stakes, personal drama, it's all crammed in there.
And the dialogue really works with the action, doesn't it? It's not just people explaining things. It moves the plot, reveals character.
Absolutely. It blends the spectacle with, actual character moments and plot development really effectively. Smart stuff.
So just to kind of wrap up this deep dive into Shadows of the Red Sun, we saw this incredibly desperate race against time. Quake engine ticking down.
Complicated by Robin's capture, which was a major personal driver for
Right.
Batman.
And then that red sun emitter throwing a massive wrench into everything, disabling tech, maybe empowering enemies.
Pushing Batman, Diana, and Robin right to their limits against Haganakubi Karaku and the whole Yakuza League set up there.
And ultimately, it was teamwork, wasn't it? Batman's strategy and grit, Diana's power and focus, Jason's timely tech intervention.
Yeah, they couldn't have done it alone. Each part was crucial. Jason, whoever he is in this context, really saved the day with that spectral conversion.
But it ends with questions. The twitching hand, and especially that Project Lazarus, it feels like this victory is just temporary.
Oh, for sure. It resolved the immediate crisis in Inamoto, takes out Hagen, but clearly signals bigger, maybe even stranger threats are on the way.
Which brings us to that final thought, maybe for our listeners to chew on. We've seen some pretty advanced tech here, relentless bad guys, hints of resurrection projects.
Right. So considering all that and this ominous Project Lazarus, what kind of threats do you think are coming next? How do things escalate from, city-destroying Quake engines and red sun emitters? What new dangers might crawl out of those shadows?
And how will the team have to adapt? What new skills or maybe even allies might they need?
Yeah, something to ponder. What's the next evolution of the fight look like? It's not about the suit or the tech.
Yeah.
It's about the person, the symbol.
Meanwhile, upstairs, that faith is being tested. Batman's getting slashed by Hagen's katana. He's hurt.
And Diana's in trouble too. Pinned down, overwhelmed. It looks bad.
Yeah.
Like genuinely bad for them.
Yeah, this feels like that moment in the story where things look hopeless, the low point.
Definitely. The stretch thin, facing multiple crises, tech failing. How do they possibly turn this around?
And then Batman on the comms, just 2 words. Jason, now.
Ooh, okay. Short, urgent. You know something is about to happen. Who's Jason? What's the plan?
We don't know yet, but the effect is instant, distant boom.
And the red sun emitter flickers. Whatever Jason did, it's interfering.
Then Jason's voice comes back, spectral conversion active, and then eat sunlight, creep.
Eat sunlight. Okay, that's unexpected. What does spectral conversion mean? Turning the red sun into regular sunlight. Or something else.
Whatever it is, it works. The red light vanishes, replaced by blinding white light.
And Hagen screams. His cybernetics are overloading, sparking, frying.
Whoa! So Jason weaponized the light somehow, turned Hagen's own tech against him.
Looks like it. Brilliant countermove, exploiting the very thing that gave him an edge. That visual shift from red to white must be stunning.
And Batman, ever the opportunist, sees his chance. Hagen's reeling.
Disarms him. Quick thinking.